Guys, it's very rare to get married within 6 months. My enemies were present, guys. Some of my enemies were part of my friendship group. And when it comes, it's gonna shock everyone. I'm looking for somebody I can call. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's called Judy Logan, and if you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a regular, welcome back, honey. It's good to have you guys back. Okay. So this video was highly recommended by my TikTok followers, and I decided, why not? Let me just deliver to my people, because why gatekeep? You understand? Not gatekeeping, but actually motivating people on certain things. You understand? On how God changed my life to how it is today. I am not there yet, but I am getting there. Okay. You have to start somewhere in order to get somewhere. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense or not. But anyway, today's video is about how my life was before I met my husband. Also, how it is now that I do have my husband, and how God shocked me in the journey with being with my husband. So back in 2023, I'll just get right into it. Back in 2023, I was messed up. My life wasn't together. My child was staying at his granny's from his dad's side. I was just, I would say, house hopping, they would say. I initially had a flat at the back, a kayak where I stay, and then life hit hard that time. I was working, and then I guess depression had me on choke, and I decided to leave the work that I was at that time. As in hoi hoi. I don't know if you guys understand that. What would other people call it? Like that thing of let's say there's 5 people in the group, and then we all take out 1,000 rand per month, and then the first 1,000 rand will go to Mimi. Let's say there's Mimi, there's Sia, there's Sisi, there's Kiki, there's Kayla. The first amount of the 5 people, which is going to be 5,000 rand, is going to go to Mimi. After that, it's going to be Kiki. After that, it's going to be Sisi. After that, you see, it's a whole thing like that. That's what you call Mkalelo. So what happened is that with the Mkalelo, I left. I just got the Mkalelo and I left. I paid the people, guys, even though it was a journey to pay them. Yo, guys, it was tough. And then I had like one person to pay still, and yeah, I just couldn't. I was left like with the other 3 that was left. I was struggling, but I ended up like selling some of my stuff that I had. But we're gonna get into it while I tell the story. So what happened is I stayed at the back at Akaya. I decided to leave my job. I get my Galelo money, which is a hoi hoi or whatever that I just explained to you guys not so long ago, and I get it. I decided to go Husa back at home in Eastern Cape. When I get there, things like was nice, it was fun. I come back. I still had money because I didn't want to like spend everything. Obviously, when you go home, you have to like buy a few things for Umakulu and whatnot, and that's exactly what I did. And then I come home, and things seems fine a bit, but then I feel like the depression hit hard once again. I was going up and down, like sleeping at my friends' places, not even sleeping in my own flat that I had. And I ended up going to this location a lot, and of which I really, my stress would really go away the time I go visit at this location. I ended up moving to this other location that I was visiting continuously, like nonstop, because I eventually found a job there, and I was staying at a friend's place, and everything was nice, it was settled. It looked like my life was finally getting back together. And then I moved out where I was staying. Where I was staying at the friend's house, I moved out and I decided to go stay on my own, because now I'm finally working, things are finally getting back together. But then at that time I was working at McDonald's. Yeah, by that time I was working at McDonald's. I decided to move in my place. Then things just got worse though, because I moved into a okay. So I obviously had to take my furniture back at home at my mom's, because my mom was like, you don't stay here, so can you please just take your stuff in and go stay wherever you're staying, so that I can rent my room out. I'm literally missing out on money by letting no one stay in that room. You're not here, so if you're not gonna stay here, can you kindly take your things and leave with them? So I didn't mind. I take my things. I was like, okay, I'm settled now, let me just take my things and go stay in Massey. I get there, I get everything in order. I go to work 24/7. I hardly had time to go party, but I would when I had a chance. I would share. And then things happened. I decided to leave at McDonald's again because of lack of payment. Like they would pay you nuts, like completely nuts. So I was like, this is not me, this is not it, let me go look for another job. I left. One thing about me, if I'm not happy and I feel depressed at a certain job, I leave. So I did exactly that. I took my stuff and I told them, look here, I'm not coming back, I am leaving. So that time I was partying hard as well. I was just up and down, guys. I would go to my friends in Mowbray. We would go out clubbing. We would, like in J, my life wasn't it. I would go out Elokshini and party as well, like get drunk type of shit, especially in the location. I remember this one time my friend told me I actually fell, and I was like, that is not me. They were like, we literally had to carry you home, and I was like, that is not me. But then at the end of the day, they came back, and my senses came back, and I was like, that's not me. This is not what I want to be. Like, little girl, you have a child. Baby girl, you have to grow up. And so we're now like, I'm gonna try and correct my mistakes and try and do better than before. So my birthday came. After my birthday, when my birthday came, I noticed that a lot of friends didn't get me gifts as much as I bought them. I'm telling you, I literally, in that same year before my birthday, I probably had like 5 or 6 friends that had birthdays, and I got each and every one a gift with the last money that I had from McDonald's. Yo, guys, cringe. Oh, that was sweet. Some were celebrating other stuff, like whenever you would celebrate something, I get you a gift and all that, with the last cent that I had. And I did exactly that, thinking that I will get in return. But one thing my mom always taught me is that when you do something, do it with your whole heart and not expect anything back from them. It's just that I just thought it's going to be a give and take situation at this point. Like, they're my friends, they would give me something. I mean, I went out of my way to get them these gifts, and they all know that I like recently stopped working. So cheering me up with the gift would be so nice and so sweet. But then it didn't happen, guys. I didn't get any gifts. I was crying. And I think that is when my eyes really, really opened more. As more as I thought my eyes opened after getting drunk a lot, I think I hit the curve there where I had to come back to my senses and told myself, but you came alone to this world. No one is going to back you up. No one is going to baby you. No one is going to care for your feelings. No one is going to care of what you've done for them. Wake up, girl. You have a kid. Once again. And when I repeat saying that I have a kid, that's the only thing that really drove me. The fact that I have a child to take care of that's waiting for his mom to come back from wherever she is. So I then decided, you know what? This is how it is. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to pack my stuff and go back home. I don't care whether I have to sleep on the couch. This is what I told myself. I don't care if I have to sleep on the couch. I don't care if I have to beg my mom or sleep on the floor or do whatever. I'll do it until I find a job, get my shit together, and focus. And I remember praying before I moved back to my mom, praying to God that, God, can you please change my life? God, please send me a sign. God, please make a way. God, please hear my cry. God, please, you know my heart. And I just want to do better for my child. I just want to do better for myself as well. I cannot recognize the person I am. And that would be almost every time, because where I lived, we were like literally 3 girls and 2 of my gay friends, and most of the time they were out. And I would, if I'm not in Mowbray at my other friend's place, I would be with them. But then the mood of going out, partying outside in the location literally went down. I was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Like, I don't want to go out. Then it happened that most of those times when my friends are out and they are out partying, I would pray to God and ask Him for these things. And I would let Him know how unhappy I am and how much I wanted to end my life at that time, but I couldn't. Because there was just one thing behind my back, the back of my mind, that your child, you can end your life, yes. If you didn't have a child, then you can do it easily. But you have a purpose to live. And you have a child to live for. You have a child to guide and protect and show the child what's up in the world. So you cannot end your life. And I decided not to. Then I had to stay strong. This weekend, I think a week before, after my birthday, I decided to take my stuff back to my mom's. My furniture, some of the furniture that was left. Yeah, let me just say so. And my clothes, I took them back to my mom's. Some of my dishes, some of my pots and stuff like that. Clothes, blankets, whatever that I had left, back to my mom's that I didn't sell, because I ended up selling my fridge, I ended up selling my TV, I ended up selling most of my stuff just because I had to pay people back imali yomgalelo. And I was left with nothing, basically. I was left with nothing. And then the weekend comes. After the week, I dropped everything at my mom's, and I've already like contacted her and told her that I'm thinking of coming back. I know you're going to have an issue with that because there's no place to sleep and also not. And the only reason I cannot sleep with her because she has a partner. So I can't sleep in the same room as her. And the rest of the house is like literally rented out to people. So then I tell her I don't care if I have to sleep on the couch. But at that time she was also building flats. So she's like, it's fine. If I see you back, you're fully back, then I can probably give you one of the flats. So I knew I had a deal. So I decided just to go back home before, because the flats were almost done at that time. So it's like, let me just go back home before the flats get rented out, and then I won't have a flat. So I might have a flat actually. So then I decided the weekend that I'm gonna go back home. But then this one friend of mine comes through and she was like, "Hyper, why are you guys sleeping?" And I was like, "I'm just not in the mood." She's like, "Okay, we need help at this tavern, and we need people to decorate. There's gonna be a party of one of the Navy guys that work at the Navies. There's gonna be a party there, and we needed a few girls to help us decorate. If you guys are willing, then it's that would be nice. You guys are gonna get paid. You can get food, you can get booze, you can get whatever you need." So I'm like, okay, it's fine. At least I'm gonna get out of this spot I am right now, because I was literally drowning in my thoughts. And mind you, I had a horrible phone, and this phone was borrowed to me by my friend. Imagine, guys, this phone was borrowed to me by my friend, and Jay, it wasn't a nice phone. Everything is just not connecting for me. Like everything is just, I'm trying to build, but it's just breaking. Like everything is just crumbling down on me. Like my life is not making sense at this point. So I'm like, you know what? Let me stop drowning in my tears and my thoughts. Let me just go and get a breather with these girls and go help out and do whatever I have to do, and then just chill and sleep for the last weekend here. And then Monday I'm going back home. Do exactly that. I stand up, I've already bought, we go and decorate and what's not. We come back, we change, we dress up, I do other people's makeup, I do my makeup, now, this is where I want to show you guys where God really changed my life, or where God really answered my prayers. I am telling you, I was literally just on my own buzz, partying, having fun, and like just drinking, minding my own business. I see this bunch of people taking pictures, and there's a white guy also there, and then I jump in also, I take a picture, and then I leave. Because we were headed home to go fetch our swimming costumes, because we were told that we can go to the swimming in the swimming pool because we're in the VIP section. So I decided, okay, you know what, let's go take our stuff, we're gonna go in the pool, we're gonna have fun, and then we go home, we come back, and then the other group goes, because we had to give each other turns. Others had to look after the alcohol, others had to go home and go change. So the two, my gay friend and my other friend at that time, went to go fetch the stuff. They then came back, and next thing I know, they're like, "Chuti, your phone," and I was like, "Who wants me?" And then like, "The white guy is looking for you, he wants you, what. At that time, mind you, he came in the wrong time. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in, like, my mind is not in that anymore. I don't have time for men that's going to be playing me. I don't have time for men that's going to be joking around. So then I look at this guy, I'm like, why doesn't he come to me? Like, why doesn't he come to me? Why must I go to him? I don't understand. So just like a gay friend, Yamba. Suka, you're always like this. You're always at home, drowning in your thoughts, telling us that how lonely you feel and how single you are. And something. Here's a man now. Show us that you can go take that man, girl, because he's yours. He wants you. Sorry by them. Because he wants you and he wants to be with you. So call and go ask him to dance. Do something. Do not be boring. Like, why must he teach you everything? So I decided to go to the guy, and I asked him, "Do you want to dance?" Because I'm like, he's been staring, yeah, and shit. I can see that he's been staring. So I asked him, "Do you want to dance?" And he goes, "Yes." And then we go on the dance floor, we danced. I will try and insert a few clips in here to show you guys how it went down. And we danced, and next thing I tell him, okay, while we're dancing, we're actually just talking. That was literally a movie. That was a movie. I tell him, okay, you know what? I'm going to take you back to your friends now. We're done dancing. Everyone is staring at me, by the way, when we were dancing, because they're like, this white guy and this black girl. What is happening? Okay. But then I was like, I don't care what people think, really. Like, I really don't care, because there's a lot of things that were said about me before, and I do not care. Yeah, I tell the friends that, yeah, okay, I came to drop him off, going back to my friends now. By the time we had to leave, it was almost closing time. Next thing I know, then this white man's friends come back to me and asked me and my friends that if they can go to our house for after party. I don't know if I mentioned that we were staying alone. There's no elder or anything. We were the elders of the house. It was basically my gay friend and his sister's house, which is also my friend. They both my friends, brother and sister. The one is younger, but I took her as my sister. I was basically her big sister. And then we like stay together as I said. So they all agree, and I'm like, okay, fine. At least it's gonna be indoors. It's not gonna be outside. So basically a sit-in type of vibe. That's what we call it. And the guys are gonna come and they're just gonna chill and have a few drinks, and then they're gonna go home, and that's that. One of the guys asked me, what do we drink? I told them what we drink, and then they said, okay, they're gonna bring a few drinks. I'm telling you, those drinks never made it to the house, by the way. Those drinks never made it by the house. But I'm not gonna say what happened to the drinks, but something happened to the drinks. Okay. But I couldn't care less, because I was already at home by then. So I decided to leave everyone there. Since you know how girls are, the house is a mess. It's just girls and gays in the house. Like everything is all over. So I decided to go tidy up because I didn't want to be like that girl. Like one thing about me, if I have visitors, the smallest thing annoys me. If you're gonna leave a crumb on the couch or a crumb on the table, I'm already annoyed by you. Like do not leave the place like that. We are gonna have visitors. So I went back home. I decided to tidy up the whole place before the people come. This is me, Kasana 316 speed that I had. By the time they came, they took so long that by the time they came, I was already in my pajamas, chilling in the room. And then the next thing I know, this guy come knock at the door in the room, and I'm like, hey, and he was like, why are you sitting inside? I'm like, no, it's okay. Like I'm already over this whole mood of being with people, so I just decided to come late. And he goes, no, it's fine. I'm gonna chill with you. I'm like, okay. There are so many pretty girls, guys, especially when I went to go check in the dining, the girls were there. And one thing of the girls from that location, they are pretty. They got ass, they got skin. Like, my light skin, but quite care. You're going to this location. Their skin are giving, their bodies are giving, their clothes are giving. They dress to kill when it comes to dressing up. So I was like, hey, competition is tough, and I'm not trying to have a competition with anyone. So if you guys want the Mlungu, you can take him. Not knowing that the Mlungu wants me. The Mlungu doesn't want anyone else but me. And then I was like, okay, fine, whatever. The Mlungu comes to the room. We had a conversation, and that's when we started clicking, I guess. Yeah, that's when we started clicking. But then in my mind, I have this thing saying that it was a Mlungu and take someone else and not you, girl. So do not put your hopes up. So I'm like, okay, fine. We chit chat nomlungu and we kiss obviously, and then next thing you know, it's kyakhanya phandle because we were like literally up whole nights. Next thing, my phone is missing, guys. Utiliwam is gone, and the guy has to leave now. Eddie had to leave, and what's not. So I'm like, oh, this sucks. But then I decided to go and look for it, and I found it. I went to a friend of mine helped me find the phone, and I got it back. Even though it would be phone in jail, but it wasn't my phone. It was borrowed to me, so I was stressed because the owner also wanted the phone back at that time. Sorry for not bringing it back. Anyway, friend, if you're gonna be watching this, but okay. I decided to go back home. It's a Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yes, it's a Sunday. I decided to go back home. The white guy takes me. You guys know the white guy's my husband, right? Yeah. So the white guy takes me and he goes, I'm in your location. I know you said you're going to leave, but I was just letting you know that I'm in your location. And I was like, oh, okay, have fun. Monday, so I don't talk to him all day. You must mind you me, I'm just chatting on the socials with him on Instagram. Yeah, we were chatting on Instagram. So the following day, he asked me to go on a date, and I'm like, not in the mood. And my friends are like, just go on a date. You never know. I go on a date. I go change. I smell good. Decided to go. I tell him we should meet at McDonald's. We get to McDonald's, and he asks me where do I want to go. I tell him Tiger's Milk. He tells me the place is too basic. I'm like, what do you mean too basic? Because I'm not trying to break the bank. I'm not trying to look like I'm all pricey or something and take you to a nice place. And I'm not even dressed to go to a nice restaurant. I'm just chilled. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's just go to Kalkbay to Brassbell. Luckily, we get that nice sea view area, and we are just chilling there, and we catched up. Not really catched up, got to know each other. We're laughing. I literally felt like I knew him for years, and he like for him it was the same thing. We were just connecting. Nothing felt forced, and it was just so lovely. Like imagine, I went to just come. I was like, like this Mlungu loves me. This Mlungu loves me, guys. And then I decided, oh yeah, after having our lunch, I think it was late lunch, something, yeah. We decided to go grab snacks, went to his place, because I don't know what he had to do, edit or what. Went to his place, where to. I slept over, and we were officially dating. He was officially my boyfriend. Next thing, the following morning, he goes, he tells me there's an event he wants to take me to, a car event, because he's into spinning, he's into cars. So I told him, okay, no problem. Can I bring my friends? And he's like, yeah, I'll bring my two friends along. Obviously, the ones that I was staying with at that time. We pack up stuff. Oh yeah, they prepare. They get me in the location. He picks us up later on, and we went. But before we went to the event, how can I skip this part? He tells me, oh yeah, I didn't have any clothes. So I had already told him that most of my clothes in Kaya got moldy. You understand? So he goes, no, it's fine. We can even pass at Blue Road Mall and you can get yourself techies or whatsoever and something to wear. But luckily there was another outfit of mine that was in my friend's place. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll wear that outfit. But he got me techies still. And I always wanted this white Air Force because mine was finished. Then after that, we went to the VNA. He said he needs a phone because the service on his phone, I don't know what happened. Well, it was a whole situation. And I was like, okay, no problem, let's go. We get to the place, to VNA. He buys the phone. He asked me which phone should he choose. I told him choose the latest phone. At the time it was the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and he asked me what pouch should I go for. I'm like, go with the black one. I can see you love black, so go with everything black. Black phone, black pouch. We get in the car. We're about to head home so that I can go change and grab my friends, and yeah, so that we can leave for the event. He tells me in the car on our way back home that you do know that phone is yours, right? So what I needed to do is take out your SIM card out of that other phone and put it in this phone. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Is this guy like really, really, really telling me that he's giving me an iPhone Pro Max, a new one out of the box with the everything's? Me, iPhone 14, the latest. In my mind, I'm like, no, I am actually being scammed right now. Who in their right mind buys someone a phone on their first or second date together? I wouldn't even call it a date because I slept over and then the following day he went to go get me stuff. And at this point, I'm confused. I'm shocked. My mind is telling me, hey, when you're about to be stolen. But I'm just not listening to my mind. I'm listening to my heart because I'm in love. I'm obsessed. So what happened is that I then go home. He tells me to take out my SIM card in my old phone and put it in the new phone. I'm shocked. I'm scared. And I'm screaming. And I cannot wait to go home and tell my mom what just happened. I get home like, oh, mama, I just got a new phone. I got new shoes. I got new everything. My friends were waiting outside by the time. My mom goes, don't lie. And I'm like, seriously, girl, look. I show her the receipts. I show her everything. I was like, oh my God, Judy. And I'm like, I don't know. Fine. I prepare myself. I then show my friends. I prepare myself. I get ready for the event. Then I went out to go show my friends. My friends scream. And then my one friend was like, do you actually know that you manifested this whole thing? And I'm like, I do remember saying that I'm going to get myself the latest iPhone. And I didn't know how. But I did mention that I'm getting the latest iPhone this year. And I'm going to vlog. And I'm going to do a YouTube video. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do everything that was meant for me. And crazy enough, I got exactly that. He probably also don't know why he got me a phone cash. I'm talking about phone at 36,000 cash. 36K. I was like, oh my God, no. I got to be losing my mind or something. Maybe I'm sleeping. And what a nice dream that I'm having now, because this is not happening. It's either I'm getting scammed or I'm dreaming or something just happening that I'm not aware of. It's fine. We go to the event to come back. I'm going to fast forward to after dating a week. Next thing the guy tells me, I got ticket to us. We're going to Johannesburg. I'm like, oh my God, no. You got to be kidding me. I actually going to fly for the first time. I've never flew before. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. No, I'm actually being stolen. This guy is stealing me. No, guys, in Diabiwa. He is stealing me. He is taking me to his bosses so that they can ship me to Florida or to America. Because what in the is this? How come I just met this guy a week later, a day after he buys me a phone and clothes, a week after he flies me to Joburg for free? Aye. But you know what? I told my mom and I just followed my heart. I was like, there's no way I'm going. I left. I didn't debate with anything or say anything. I was like, you know what? Yes. Yes, 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 I'm going. We left. We had so much fun. I got spoiled. There is a vlog, a Joburg vlog. If you want to watch it, you can go down. It's one of my first vlogs ever because I did say that I want to vlog when I get my new iPhone. So I did start vlogging. Guys, I'm telling you, at the time of our lives, we went for massages, we went for like literally everything. We stayed in the best hotels. Oh my God, it was crazy. There's a lot of parts that I didn't vlog, but I tried to vlog. I was just living in the moment that time, and I didn't want to bore the guy by just vlogging everything. That time, he didn't even know that I'm a YouTuber. And I was like, I do not want to scare him off and just publish him like that. But he didn't really care, guys. He didn't care. He just loved everything about me. Okay, fine. We come back from, we go to the most a popular event. I'm going to show you guys how it looked. I'm dressed like a darling, like a rich girl. We look stunning. We look like we have money, okay? We sat in the tables of the ministers in the Tijuana Young. Guys, it was crazy. To a point where by now I even went to go sleep. I was like, yeah, but anyway, guys, we had so much fun. We flew back to Cape Town, I think a month later. he had to go back to America. And this is when it really hit hard that he's leaving and he's not going to come back. Not only because he's not going to come back, for me it was like, there's so much things that were said to me to this guy. Some said I'm busy with Nigerians. Some said I'm a whore. Some said, like, a lot of things were said about me. Not that I did care, because I did tell him, if you want to listen to these things, because some people, like, there was literally people texting the guy telling him that they know me, I'm a whore, this is this and that, like all the stories that they could make up. And I was like, you know what, it's okay, maybe it's not meant to be. And I told him, if it's not meant to be, Puti, it's okay, I will pack my little stuff and go, and you can go back to your world. I'll stay in my world, in my lane, you understand? And mind you me, I've already made peace with whatever, because I was like, you know what, I'm not trying to fight anyone here. I'm really not trying to fight anyone. I'm just trying to live my life and get my life back together. There's a lot I've been through, so I'm not trying to, because I've, like, what do they even mean that I had Nigerians and stuff? Like, why don't I have a phone? Why was I working at McDonald's and Pick and Pay if I had other things to do? I mean, guys, I would have done better things with my life. I mean, but then I didn't even care. I was like, they can say whatever they want to say. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't give an actual damn. It's okay. Yeah, understand? So, yeah, he still didn't move an inch. He didn't move an inch. He went back to America for 3 months, and he told me that he's booked an Airbnb for me and my son. And guys, I was like, wait, this guy actually booked a place for me and my son to stay, which means Auntie Kodoki. I was like, Auntie Kodoki, no, this guy really loves me. A few months in between, he tells me I am fully leaving America, coming that side. I'm relocating to South Africa to be with you. Whenever you want to be this side, we can come whenever. But I am packing whatever that I have here, whatever furniture that I have to give away, I'll give away to people. I'll sell my stuff. I'll do everything, and I'm coming that side. I was like, no. I ain't going to $7 kengukulo. I ain't going to generations kengukulo. This is something else. This is on another level of a movie. I feel him. And I was like, oh my God, no. This guy actually loves me. Like, he's actually in love with me. Like, I just, but this doubt. Like, at that time, I was doubting myself that, okay, this will work. And then it worked, guys. He came back after renting a whole 6 months, actually. He booked a place for 6 months because we had to stay 3 months longer when he came back. Until he came back. I'm telling you, 2 or 3 months later, we went to Turkey. We got to Turkey, guys. It was lovely. It was so nice. We had the best time. Next thing I know, I'm engaged. Next thing I know, I am married. Next thing I know, this guy really went to my parents. They spoke. They agreed with what they agreed with. And we are signing papers, the law. So if you ever have a question about that, we are legally married together. But that is something we'll touch up on the other channel, the Logan Family channel or YouTube channel, yeah. So, guys, the wedding is still coming, if you're also wondering. The actual wedding is also coming, but legally I am Mrs. Logan. So yeah, guys, the reason I even spoke about this whole story, because I got a lot of inboxes from girls that were in my shoes. Some were in my shoes and now they're in another situation. Some are still in, like, they're in my shoes. Like, some are in the situation that I once was in. And I really, when I shared the story on TikTok, I thought, oh yeah, no, I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should delete it. And I deleted it. And I had to repost it because a lot of people went through my DMs and they were like, can you please tell the story? Please post it. Please post it back. That's a beautiful story. I relate so much to it. So I decided to bring it back on, and I was actually shocked that a lot of people connected with me. A lot of people felt the realness of my content. The people, like, there's never someone who speaks about certain things that happen like this. And the fact that I actually bring it up, that manifestation is actually real, and that people shouldn't give up on God or whatever they pray for. Guys, your friends and family will call you crazy for dreaming big. It's a thing. It's normal. It's okay. And I got to be fine with it. They will call you crazy. They will call you, it's called manifestation. There's a thing of when you manifest as a black person, you're going to get what God has in store for you. It's not going to be them that's going to try and block those things that are going to come for you. It's not going to be anyone else, because God already said it, that it is done. So whoever that comes in your path and try to block that, it's not going to work. Because they were the same people who were saying that you're not going to go anywhere. Oh yeah, you dream big. Oh yeah, you see yourself up there. Yet you're in the location. You should stop dreaming. Do not stop dreaming. I'm here to speak with that girl that is dreaming each and every day. It might not be due to marriage or whatsoever. If you have a dream in whatever you have, as a YouTuber, as an influencer, as whatever, keep on dreaming, keep on pushing. Be that crazy person. You're going to get there. For me, I'm not there yet, but I'm halfway there. I'm midway there. I know I'm going to get there because deep down I can feel that I'm not just made for Uba random. I'm destined for good and greatness. He said it in his word. And what's going to make me doubt that? So whenever you hear the words that will come, because people intend to scream, and they will make sure that you hear them, that we are poor, we are boniswa, like all those things. I'm telling you guys, God even showed those people who were talking bad about me, saying that to manifest. They are manifesting. They are writing izinto zokuthandaza about God because they saw what God did to me. And now they're believing in manifestation. Now they're no longer scared to hide that they're manifesting. Now they're not scared to show who they really are because they had to see it through me. Not so long ago. People they want to be close to me. Called me by names. They called me with names that I'm not even. And God said, not anymore. Let me show them. What do you have to say now? What are you going to say now? Uyaboniswa nanko ke. Hayi akazohlala nalamlungu wathini uThixo. Wathi mtshato. Guys, it's very rare to get married within 6 months. Very, very rare, Lord. But I'm just trying to show people that it's okay to manifest. It's okay. It's okay. Wherever. It's okay to be that crazy person. Dream big. You are more than what you think you are. You are what God says you are. You're not what people says you are. The reason I'm pushing on my TikToks, on my YouTube, on my whatsoever, and I've been pushing. It's not today's thing. It's not because I just got umlungu and then all of a sudden this one and YouTuber. I've been pushing. And unfortunately, those years were not for me. Those years, I thank God for those years. Because then I found. Imagine having to be able to make YouTube videos and then boom, you can't anymore because you don't have the accessories or the stuff to use. But right now I have all the resources. God made me wait, but he saw the urge that I had in me and I didn't want to wait. And I kept on working hard for whatever that I had. And people called me names for working hard for the things that I had. And God, what I can do. Yeah. And my enemies were present, guys. Some of my enemies were part of my friendship group. So, for abantu, do not never. If you want to dream, at the end of the day, so you're going to get high humps. And then you'll feel weak. And you'll feel like God's not on your side. And you'll feel like he's not even watching you. And you'll feel like your prayers go up. But when you're praying in your house, they will go up. It will feel like they are not going through the roof. Your prayers are not going through the roof. But I'm telling you, it's going through. He gets the message. He heard you the first time. And he will keep on hearing you until he makes it happen. But it's not going to be on your time. It's going to be on his time because it's never early. He's never late. He's just on time. He is always just on time. Because when you think of certain things, imagine if God just give you something, because when you're going to misuse that thing. So you have to go up and down. You have to take life in. You have to funde. Whatever that I said in the story time is literally a lesson that God had to remove certain things in order to give me my blessing. And then I get my blessing. And then when you get the blessings, there's going to be tests and trials. People's going to try and break what they see, forgetting that it's not from them, it's from God. You understand? So, guys, there's nothing we can change. But all you have to do is awuzulwelwa laphela ixesha lolwelo ngabazali bethu sisithi ngoku umuntu ufuneka azimele ngobhontsi alwe sinezitha singazazi noba zisuka phi noba kwekutheni na. But all you have to do is fight, and the only way to fight is through your knees and prayer. It's through what you have in you and how much you believe in you and how much you believe in whatever you are investing your time in. So guys, keep on dreaming. And to those ladies, they kept on sending me inboxes on TikTok. He's going to come through for you. It's not going to be your time. It's not going to be our time. It's not going to be your family's time. But it's going to be his time, and his time is the right time. And when it comes, it's going to shock everyone. People are going to start asking questions. How? Why? Why her? That's because it was meant for you. And that's because you prayed for it. And that's because you manifested for it. I do not want to talk a lot, but guys, if you watch this far, thank you so much. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and hit that notification button, the bell. Yeah, press that in order for you to be able to stay notified whenever I post a new video, darling. I love you guys so much, and hopefully you have more of these.